Hello again, friends. How are we doing today?
Good.
That's good. All right, so we are going to work on. Does this one not work for this?
Oh, it's probably not turned on. If you want to just click the little
Oh,
side
there we go.
button. Sorry about that.
No, you're not.
While you're doing that, I will fuss with it. It's so much easier.
Okay, so we're gonna work on phonemes. Now this first word there says add. Have you heard the word add before? Yeah. What class do we hear that in a lot? Yeah. So we're kind of doing that word, but we're adding letters instead of numbers. So I'm going to say a word and then a sound. And then you guys are going to put it together. Does that sound good? Okay. So here we're going to start. We have word. Z. We put it together.
Words.
Words. Game.
Games.
Good job. Walk.
Walks.
Walks. Code.
Codes.
Good job. Fit.
Fits.
Good job. Gap.
Gaps.
Day.
Days.
Good job. Did we notice some words ended in what sounded like a and a z? But guess what?
They're all S's.
They're all S's because S can make both sounds, right?
Like an egg.
Yes. So I'm gonna hand you guys a little sheet of paper.
Oh, TH can make
Here you go.
or
And we're just gonna point to words when we read them, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, friends, let's stay at channel 0 while we're waiting. Hold hands to yourself, please. Oh, there's two of them stuck together. You're welcome. Nope, you don't need to write anything. Nope, no paper airplanes. Okay, friends, we need to stay at channel 0. Are we ready for directions? So I'm going to read a random word off of your sheet. You have to find it and point to it when you hear it, okay? Kind of. Are we ready? Duck. When you find it, point to duck. Good job. How about car?
That's cars. Yeah.
Now what about ducks?
Yes, not cars.
Okay, remember we can do this on a channel
Now I
0.
have a bingo.
Good job. What about dog?
Oh,
For dog. There you go.
Oh,
Now what about dogs?
bingo, two bingo.
We're not doing bingo, guys. Nope, no bingo. Cars. We did car before, now find cars. Good job. Bits. I think we have one more, right?
Two more.
Bit. What other one did I forget?
The middle.
Oh, that says sound. Or sound. What does ducks say at the end? Mikey. Friends, channel 0, raise your hand if you want to share. How about cars? Yeah. Does it go? Or does it go? Zzz? How about dogs? Channel 0. And then bits. Does Cause that goes or z. Bits. Good job. Okay, so now you can put your papers down on the floor and hands up while we move on, okay? Arlo, can you just leave it on the floor, please? Or on the, if you need to put it on the couch next to you, that's fine too. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do together is quietly and on a channel 0, we're going to get our SI books and a pencil, our sibs. Okay, but I need you to show me the best channel 0, okay? Yes, you can hand the back and it's still in your hand, that works. Can you look at your sib and a pencil? Make sure you take turns and make a line by the pencil. And we're looking at page 81 and 82. So when you find 81 and 82, sit at your table spread at a channel 0. Wait for directions.
This was in my book. Well, I don't know why you want this in my book. I don't have
There's only 81. It's just.
It's actually like
So start with 81. Page
Page
81.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know who did that. You?
Okay, Will and Rosario. Page 81.
I'm actually in it. You made that.
We'll just wait till everyone gets to their seat. Page 81.
Yeah, looks fun. Stop talking.
All right, if we see on page 81, we're talking about that S sound and the Z sound, both spelled with what letter? S. Good job. So, first you guys are going to read your green and orange words. And then on the bottom half, you're looking at these pictures. And you need to write what they are and spell them. You'll see they'll all end in S. Some are going to say S, and some will say Z. She's going to work this because they have 3 Did you get to read through your words yet? Yeah. So then you can look down here. And the pictures on the bottom, we have pictures of cats.
What's this one?
And then we have pictures of, these are called pans. We have bugs. And we have 2 different kinds of maps. So sound it out.
Cats are bad. That's what I did to it. Maps.
Yeah, like rats.
All my bugs. How these you have any idea how these see?
Yep, that's what makes it plural. Yep. So this S makes it plural. So there's more than one cat. More than one map. When you finish page 81, you can turn to page 82. we ready? So now we have page 82. You're just going to add the S at the end of the words to make a new word. And then you're going to draw a picture of what that word means. So you're adding an S to the end of your word. Read your word and then draw a picture of what that word is. Yep, draw a picture next to the word.
Wait, draw a picture next to the word?
So first you're adding your S to the word. Yep. But is it one bit or is it bits? Your cat. Cats. There you go. Cats on the I like your different cats. Yes. And draw your picture of which one's working. So picture of this word and a picture of this. Once you write your S's and draw your pictures, on the bottom you can use those lines to write a sentence about one of the pictures you drew. Yeah, this word. So now she just says draw pictures of this word.
He's thinking.
Remember, there's 2 words that you need a picture for each of the words.
He's thinking. Think about it anymore. Want to.
Good job, and then when you finish your pictures on the bottom, write a sentence about one of your pictures. Keep drawing cool. Draw that word too. Okay. Good job. Look at that. Don't forget to write your sentence on the bottom about one of your pictures. And remember, what do we do to the first letter of the first word of a sentence? And how do we end a sentence?
Okay, later. Now I'm done. Pictures.
And when you finish page 82, just set your pencil down and stay in your seat at a channel. If you haven't started writing your sentence, move on to writing your sentence. You can always add to your picture a different time. If you finish your sentence, just put your pencil down and sit at a channel 0. Cole, did you finish your sentence? What directions did you? Nope. You're just putting your pencil down and waiting at a channel 0. Make sure you started your sentence with a capital letter and ended it with punctuation. Okay, as I walk around, I'm going to look who's done and I'm handing you a sheet. That's your next step. Nope, you're not chatting. Here's the next step. You're going to complete the sheet. What do we do at the top? What's the first thing we do? Our name.
Why did you look at yourself, Amelia? Write your name? Yeah. I know.
For those who I gave a sheet to, I handed you the wrong sheet to start. I'm sorry. That's probably why it doesn't make sense. That's okay. No, they're different. Can I give you 2 for me? I will read it to you.
That's because it hit those foot. Yeah, I said that's the wrong sheet.
Friends, we're at a channel 0. No, thank you. So first write your name at the top, and then I will read you the directions once everyone has a sheet.
But some of us don't have
I haven't gotten there yet. Wouldn't it be cool if I could just hit a button and a piece of paper show up and everyone could take it?
And that would just be long.
So write your name at the top. Hocus pocus.
Everybody focus.
Thank you. Okay, eyes up here. I'm going to read the directions to you real quick, okay? So it says S sound and Z sound, spelled S. Number 1, which word has the same sound as the letter S that you hear in hats? So then you're going to fill in the circle. Which one sounds the same as the S sound in hats? Maps, fans, winds. Stay at channel 0.
What are they?
The word choices are maps, fans, and winds. So you're looking for the word that makes the same sound as the S in hats. Maps, fans, or winds. And then number 2, which nonsense word has the same sound as the S in the word? His, ducks, goats, or kegs. And don't forget to put your names on the top of your sheet. For number 2, your words are ducks, gups, or kegs. They're all nonsense words. They aren't real words
So what's the word for
that you're trying to match it with. You're matching it to this word, is. Which one makes the same? I can't tell you the answer. Just do what you think. Ducks, gups, kegs. Waterfall, waterfall. Okay, I need everybody to listen for the next set of directions. If you're done with the sheet I handed you, we'll go table by table. You're going to bring it to me, and I'm going to give you something different. Okay, Arlo, can your table come this way? Okay, you can make a pile right here for me, bud. All right, Mikey, your table.
I don't think our table is
The one you finished in my yellow bucket. Did I say yellow? I meant orange. Here you go. Friends, I need you to stay at a channel 0. Over your table. Waterfall, waterfall. We need to be at a channel 0, please. Will, your table.
cheese.
I didn't give you this one. Sorry. You have to write your name on the sheet. Next table. Brantley Watkins. You have to get your sheet. No.
It just appeared. My name was like.
Yeah. Friends, we need to stay at a channel 0 while we're working. All right, as you're working, just to show you, number 1, is this cat or cats?
Cat.
Because there's only how many? 1, so this one would be cat. Then we look at our next picture. What do we have? Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. So you're circling if this is a cat or cats. And then moving on to number 2, dog or dogs.
Wait, are you supposed to only do cats?
Nope, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
But what about the pets?
We'll get there in a second. Once you circle all your words, number 6, you're writing a sentence with the word pets. So you're making a sentence using the word pets.
Using like one of these words?
Nope, you could use one of those, but you have to use the word pets.
Wait, what do you have to write?
On the bottom, friends, you're writing a sentence using the word Pets. Nope, you have to write it. You can say, like my pets are dogs, or whatever you're writing, but you have to write the word in a full sentence. Hey friends, as you're finishing your sentence on the bottom, share it with one of your table partners, and once you share, then you can turn your sheet in to the turn in bin. Share your sentence.
I have some pets.
Once you share your sentence, you can turn in your sheet in the turn in bin. Not mine, but Mrs. Radowski's. Don't forget your name at the top.
So many really hard books. Desk.
Hey friends, once you turn it in, you can sit back down at your table and make sure your sibs are open to page 83 for what we'll do next. Macaroni and cheese.
Everybody freeze!
Macaroni and cheese.
Everybody freeze!
Thank you. Remember, we have to go to a channel 0 when we hear that too. So everyone should have shared their sentences with a table partner. Turned in your paper to the turn-in bin. And now we need our sibs open to page 83. And we should still be at what channel? 0. Thank you.
Carlos.
Is everybody on page 83?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to come around and I'm going to give everybody a highlighter.
And they stay in the center of the table. Just leave them until we're ready.
So do not touch them yet. We're going to look at a story together. No, they say we're not touching. Hands up. Nobody's touching, remember, Rosaria? No, we're leaving them where they are. All right, so now we're going to be looking at a decodable story. This story is about Jack and his mom. So we're going to practice reading words we just kind of went through where they're spelled with an S, but some might say S, and some might say Z. So some words we're going to notice, we'll see, are the words jump, sheep, take, walk, and what. So we'll have to watch for those. So I'm going to read the title of our story, And I know this word, right? That's one of my words to know. What is this word? The. Now I'm not sure about this word, so I might have to sound it out, right? Stems. Ooh, what sound do we hear at the end? Yep, and it's spelled with what letter? Good job. So our story is called The Stems. So now let's look at our first sentence. Now I see the letters J, A, C, K. What do we think that person's name is? Yeah. Yep, because I know J says J. The short A goes A. And when we see CK together, it says, so we have A, Jack. Now let's try to read the rest of the sentence together. Are we ready? You can follow along in your books too. So we have Jack has plans for the stems. Good job. Let's read it one more time.
Jack has plans for the stems.
Good job. Let's try to keep going.
His mom can help. She can pick up the stems.
Wow, you guys did so good. And we see we have some words that have that CK ending just like Jack, right? But we remembered that it just goes. So now it's your guys' turn. You're going to be reading this decodable story at your table spot. And after we read it, then we're going to go through with our highlighter after, okay? So you can read it yourself or you can read with a table partner. Cool. So if you're reading with a partner, you can switch off each read a page.
His mom can help. She can pick up the
We're done reading. Get big. Are we reading the same other two or Molly, are you reading with a partner or by yourself? Yes, we are. Nope, we're not touching the highlighter until I say. Did you guys finish the story? If you finished, you can turn back to page 83 and wait for the next sentence.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Mikey, you know better. William, we're not looking at that. You need to read the story, William. Did you read the whole story?
It's not actually like a good air
on this first page, grab your highlighter and you're going to highlight the 5 words at the end of the Z sound. Cool, our book should be open. Little buds. They're like before a plant flowers. There's a bud. Okay, once you finish reading, you can look at page 1 and you can grab your highlighter. And you're going to highlight the 5 words that end in the Z sound. Alright, friends, at this table we go slowly. Finish, you can go back to the first page. And you can highlight the 5 words that end in the yeah, no, I have the first page. 5 words. You can grab your highlighters and you turn to the first page. And you're going to find 5 words that end in the last word. Oh, what's that? Bugs. It's kind of hard to say. Flower bud. Bugs. Now go back to page 1. You're going to highlight 5 words here that go. Sorry, repeat. 1, 2, 3. Bumblebee. Good job. Nice job, guys. Okay, reserve your list to find 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need one more. All right, once you guys find your 5 words that end in the Z sound, you can turn the page. And on page 84, you need to find 2 words that end in a CK. And it goes.
Do you highlight it?
Yep, and then you highlight it. There will be 2 words that end with a CK and go. Yep. Page 84, you're going to highlight 2 words that end with a CK and go. Or there are more than 5. 84, there's 2 words that end in a CK. Just ends in CK. There's 2 words. Good job.
I used to hate library, but now I Mikey, it's so wet.
Okay, if you finish highlighting those 2 words, can you turn to page 61? When you're done highlighting, put your highlighters back in the middle of the table and turn to page 61. Flame, please put your highlighter in the middle of the table. Thank you. Page 61. Friends, all our highlighters in the middle of the table. page 61. No, that's it for now. You're gonna turn to page 61. We'll use them again in a minute. Page 61. Mike, you do 61 to get in there? William, can you open to page 61? There you go, 61. Okay, 1, 2, eyes on you. All right, macaroni and cheese. Thank you. Is everyone on page 61? So we have this story called The Life Cycle of a Sunflower. Have you guys already read this one? Okay. More than one time, that's amazing. We're going to talk about a skill we can use when we're reading. And it's called making, this is kind of a silly word, inferences. Can you say inferences? Yeah, what does it mean? That's what I'm going to tell you. So sometimes when we're reading a story, we learn facts in those informational texts, right? Well, sometimes we might have to make an inference based on what we already know about something and what we read about. So think about what you might already know about sunflowers. Think about them to ourselves. Now think about what you've read about sunflowers. So to make an inference, you're going to put together information you already knew and information you read. So in the life cycle of a sunflower, I read that new sunflowers grow every year. But how does it happen?
The seeds fall.
So I also read that seeds grow inside a sunflower, right? And then what happens? It says in fall, the sunflowers bend. Remember, if we have a question, let's raise our hand, okay? So now if I put these two things together, that I know the seeds grow in a sunflower, and in the fall, the flowers bend, I can make an inference, and I can say, okay, I know the seeds grow in there, and the flower bends over. So using that, what we call evidence, I can make an inference that, well, I bet when the sunflower bends over, the seeds drop, now they're on the ground, and that's what grows into a sunflower next year. So now I'm going to have you guys go back to this page that I'm on, page 67.
We're not signing it. We're not signing it. So
turn to page 67.
Oh my.
And now we need our highlighters one more time. So quietly grab your highlighter from the middle of the table. And we're going to look on page 67.
Arlo, no thank you.
Mikey, no thank you. Boys and girls, we need to not be talking to each other. So we're on page 67 and we're going to highlight the words that help us figure out what happens to the sunflower seeds. Would anyone like to read page 67 out loud? Go ahead. Okay, we need everyone to listen.
In fall, sunflowers bend and their seeds scatter.
Did we hear any evidence about what happens to the sunflower seeds? Raise your hands. Loudly. Yeah, so we could say, we can highlight their seeds scatter. highlight those couple words, please turn to page 86.
I have read it.
86. Okay, we can put our highlighters down and be on page 86. Okay, friends, so like we talked about, we use text evidence to make those inferences. So now, together, we're going to write an inference about the cycle of a sunflower. So you might have to look back at the text, and we're going to find something that we read, something we already knew, and we're going to make an inference. So what do you think is something we read about a sunflower? Yeah, Cole.
Their seeds scattered.
Yep, we just talked about their seeds scattering. You too? Did you have another idea? What did you have?
When the sunflower six when the
Rosario, channel 0, please.
that way the face could.
Oh, they move and follow the
eyes are there.
sun.
Your eyes.
Yeah. So we read that the seeds scatter. Is that what you said, Cole, right? Okay, so on this box, we're going to write seeds scatter. So use your pencil and we're going to write seeds scatter. Now, what is something we already knew about sunflowers that maybe we didn't read in the text? Yeah. What was that? That you know what the seeds look like? Anyone else have anything to share that one? That they sprout from a seed? They can get very tall. Okay, so we already said we read about seed scattering. Now Lachlan said he knew that they sprout from a seed. So we could write sprout from a seed.
Rosario.
So now we read that seed scattered, but we already knew that a sunflower sprouts from a seed. What's an inference we can make if we combine those two ideas? If we know the seeds scatter and that they sprout from a seed, if we combine that information, what might we know? And it might be something we did read in the text. Yeah, what do you think? Okay, or let's try to think of something that has to do with the seeds in the sunflower. Okay. So if we know they sprout from a seed, and the seeds scatter, where do the seeds come from?
The sun from the sunflower, and then it tilts down till until they scatter around and then God knows how to move them flower because it'll be in one big pile.
Yeah, so the seeds are in the flower, right? Because you said they tip and then they fall out. So because we know that a sunflower sprouts from a seed, but we also read that seeds scatter, we can make an inference that the seeds are in the sunflower. So the seeds are in the sunflower. Once you are done writing that, you can put your pencils down. So once you're done writing, please, again on a channel 0, put your sibs away. And I will come around and collect your highlighters.